Yeah, response video to a Coughlin video. Yeah, this one, right, yeah, I think. See if I can find my mouse. There she is. There, that video right there. So I'll play that in a minute. So prefacing, it's on this mental disorder thing, recognizing religion as a brokenness of psychology or brain function, mind, whatever. As a kind of, it's a dysfunction, a brokenness, a malfunction, these kind of terminology, as if that's not clinically a truth. And I don't exactly know why these atheists want to defend the rationality or sensibility or appropriate functionality of faith. This is a silly concept. I don't understand it. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, why wouldn't they want to just point their finger and say, you be crazy, you be broken, your brain don't work right, because you're believing in an absolute nonsense. You know, leprechauns. I mean, if you walked up to a schizophrenic, in the back alleys of New York in a, cardboard box who thinks the CIA is listening to its murmuring, you'd know, okay, the guy's completely fucked. And a religious person isn't doing anything much different. They're listening to, they think God is listening to their murmuring. They think God's watching them. Their conspiracy theory and their paranoia may have a different form. It may be a benevolent force. But it's the same thing. It's not a huge distinction. It's an acquired perception, and their body reacts to the perception. And it just becomes a syndrome. That's an important word here, syndrome. I would argue that religious belief, faith, getting yourself caught up in that crap becomes a syndrome, becomes kind of an addiction. It's like a certain, you could get involved in a certain sexual practice and you could become addicted to it. And somebody would diagnose you, you could be diagnosed as having a syndrome of a certain kind. A fetish syndrome, all kinds of syndromes that people can fall into. And I think it's perfectly legitimate to call faith philosophy a syndrome. To call, I want it to be true. Wishful thinking. I think, yes, insanely preposterous wishful thinking could be called a syndrome, a psychiatric syndrome. For which, like alcoholism or some other thing, could be legitimately called a serious psychiatric condition, if not a disease. So I don't see, and like I said, I just don't understand this defend the brain function of faith belief. It's a silly thing to defend. So anyway, here we go. Do 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 do. Video coming soon. We have to skip the advertisement though because we really don't need to do that. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, Dick Coughlin here.
Okay.
I had to respond to this video because this video I'm responding to, I'll leave a link to it below. It's been made by a user called Jack Ketch.
Yes, okay, so I didn't watch much of it, to tell you the truth, and yeah, he made a mistake, okay, but this is, so what? It's not an important distinction. He could have picked some other cult, religious cult, and used it as an example, and it doesn't change the validity of his argument that he picked the wrong cult.
And it is a prime example of why a couple of weeks ago, or why last month, I made my video ranting and raving and distancing myself from these militant anti-theistic sort of like ideologues.
Yeah, too bad I missed that video. So maybe I should go play that one because I don't really think you can be too militant in the argument against let's have the human race grow the fuck up already. Alright, you want me to rant and rave? Yeah, I'll rant and fucking goddamn rave. It's 2013. Alright, let's pretend that we actually aren't fucking children anymore. And we have to talk in fable language, and love, and spirituality, and all this fucking bullshit. We know what we are, okay? The truth has been fucking revealed 150 fucking years ago. And we're still having conversations as if we don't know that truth. So fuck this bullshit.
Who pollute the dialogue in this conversation. And I encountered him first a couple of days ago on a video made by the Skeptical Heretic.
Yeah, a piece of shit douchebag video. Yeah.
And he posted a comment in which he claims that theism is a form of psychosis.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a syndrome. It's got it all over it. It's written all over it. And I'll tell you the truth. You know, here I just give you a little personal taste. I didn't even think of the personal taste, the flavor of it. But, I mean, goddamn, it happened to me. All right? My sister went all fanatically nutty, religious. Right? So went from complete atheist whore slut to completely religious all the way kookology. All right? And there was there's no doubt that it was like she was possessed by fucking Jello. I mean, she lost all of her IQ points. She turned into a fucking bag of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Thankfully, she died young. I mean, she might as well. She had died, actually, when she became a fucking theist. She was so impossible to have any kind of human communication with that she might as well have been dead. Alright? So essentially she died for me 10 years before she died because she was dead. She was brain fucking dead. The fucking religious syndrome had so possessed her with nonsense and babble and idiocy that she wasn't even a fucking thing that could think anymore.
Now, I've actually known people who suffer from psychosis. In fact, I used to sort of have a sort of girlfriend who was schizophrenic and had psychosis.
Yeah, well, technically, I've been diagnosed with a psychosis, okay? But frankly, who fucking cares, okay? It doesn't mean anything. Okay, I guess I have a neurotic anxiety disorder. So the fuck what? It's a fact. And what I'm saying is it's a goddamn fact that brain function is distorted and perverted by faith philosophy.
And believe me, it's nothing to fucking frivolously throw around. It's not something you should be just labelling people with. And it's nothing like religion. And in fact, funnily enough...
Well, fuck you. Like I said, fuck you. It's everything like religion. Religion is the brain killer, okay? Worse than alcohol, worse than all this. You could find all the vices of humankind and pile them in a pile, and they haven't done more damage to human rationality than fucking religion.
She was actually an atheist too.
Yeah, proving the point, okay, that you really have to be broken to be a theist.
I asked him for his source on this, or could he please present me with his qualifications in order to make such a claim?
Well, I don't even think there's, qualifications in this subject are really difficult. This is like theoretical physics or something. You're going to get into real trouble when you start telling people, well, let's try to really qualify what normal brain function is. But I think somebody can make a rational argument, right? The whole psychiatric community is structured to keep people at their job, to keep people conforming to society, to keep them compliant with being in captivity. That's what they're trying to do. When we see an animal that rejects captivity, right, it dies in the zoo or something, or we can't keep it in the fish tank, we respect that animal. We say that animal fucking got it right. It's saying, fuck you, I'm not living in your goddamn cage. And yet we expect human beings to live in cages. And we say you have the respectable psychology, the respectable brain function, if you accept your cage. So that's what the psychiatric and psychological community is obsessed with, is keeping people in their cage, keeping them surviving in their cage. Okay, so I would argue that they have no credibility, because their agenda isn't defining what is coherent, sensible brain function. Their agenda is to keep human beings in their fucking cages.
And his source for this was the dictionary.
Yeah, and it's not that bad a source, because you just look up faith, okay, as a concept, and you automatically know that's the fucking definition of fucking crazy.
Yes, the dictionary was his source to claim that everyone who is a theist suffers from psychosis. But then he went a bit further and he's made a video called Religion is a Mental Disorder. Now the first mistake he makes here is he clearly thinks that theism and religion are one and the same.
Well, whatever. Yeah, they are, okay? And the real core of it is there's two elements to religion, right? There's first the nonsensical belief, and then there's the whole socialization. There's the whole gang warfare premise of it, the whole sheepleness of it. So those are the two elements, and you could call them a kind of captivity or a kind of mental cage, okay, that has to be constructed. And yes, people can have, it can be elements of one or elements of the other. It can be the dominant player for an individual human. An individual theist or believer, okay, can be compelled by this wishful thinking syndrome, or they can be compelled by this social acceptance syndrome. But either way, they're perversions of logic. Perversions of logic.
They're not. There are theistic religions and there are atheistic religions. But he's saying religion, which is not even a state of mind.
It's a state of fucking mind, I'm sorry. Okay? It's a whole chain linkage, okay, of connected psychiatric function, of ideas and connections and associations. Okay, and they require in this era, okay, in this day and age, with the internet, with all this knowledge and information available, religion requires, okay, an aggressive act of rejection of truth, rejection of the preponderance of the evidence. Okay, it is a psychosis created quite aggressively by the individual possessing it. They have to aggressively eliminate clear evidences standing right in front of them, clear evidences pointing to the falsehood of their premises, their beliefs, and they have to somehow wipe those out. And so, yeah, I would call that the extent of just this idea that they could wipe out whole states or whole continents from their perception. I would call that a psychiatric disorder.
Which is not even anything to do with the state of a person, what a person necessarily believes, is a mental disorder.
Just use those words, mental disorder. It's disordered mental function. There's just no doubt about it. You are disordering logic. You are disordering continuity with reality when you accept God as your personal savior, or advisor, or friend, or buddy. Fuck buddy. And God's my little fuck buddy.
Description box of this video, he links as a source Christopher Hitchens. Now Christopher Hitchens was a fucking journalist, and to be fair to Hitchens, I don't think he's
Who cares? He made arguments, okay? So it's not about anyone's credibility, it's about the credibility of the arguments they made. Jeebus.
actually making the point that Jack thinks he's making. But I do always find it funny when I see these atheists.
Yeah, speaking of funny, you're not very funny in this video. I like when you're funnier. But whatever, that's just my personal neuroses.
On YouTube, who are so rabid when it comes to a theist who uses science in some way, like William Lane Craig will butcher cosmology, or Ray Comfort will butcher biology.
Yeah, and why are they doing it, right? That's the psychosis, because they have a compulsion. It's not about accepting a belief rationally and reasonably. They have to do it. It's like they're fucking God pedophiles or something. They have a compulsion, okay, to pretend it's not wrong, and they have this this dependency. It's a dependency disorder. You know, so we would call those psychoses when your dependency is out of control, and theirs is out of control. They can't control it. They will slander the truth all over the place. They will overtly lie through their teeth to preserve this pile of shit. That's crazy behavior.
To try and prove their claim, but they see no problem.
It's like some kind of Stockholm syndrome or something, right? It's a disorder.
They don't see any sort of, they have no ethical quandaries when it comes to using psychology or psychiatry in order to just throw around and diagnose people. That's that form of...
Well, whatever. That's in every fucking body's rhetoric, and we're just saying, why don't we just make it more explicit? I mean, calling them crazy is fine, but let's diagnose them as crazy, because that seems to be the sensible thing to do, because they're fucking crazy. I'm sorry. You believe in leprechauns, you're fucking crazy. And if you believe in goddamn God, you're fucking crazy.
Science. It's okay. You don't need to have a qualification or to be trained in it. You know, and you don't even need to provide links to it. Isn't that interesting that none of them do this? Right?
Well, I don't think, again, there's any argument to be made that any of that really is necessary. There's lots of talk and jammer back and forth about even alcoholism and all this other stuff, whether it should be classified as an official disease and blah, 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 or a medical condition, or whether you should get health insurance for it, or blah, 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 blah. You go through all those lists of things, and what, you know, whether you call something a fetish or an addiction syndrome, or you know, you got ADDD, you got WWDD, I got all these acronyms for all these different fucking conditions. It's just it's establishing that this is a mental condition that takes over people. All right, it possesses them with this irrational need to glorify their God. I mean, it's nothing better than some sort of fanatical sports hero worship. I mean, there's a movie called The Fan, I think, like a Robert De Niro movie, or somebody was in it anyway. You know, and the fan is just obsessed. And it's just that this is what religion is. Religion is a fan obsessed with their little hero god because, you know, they're godophiles.
None of them making this claim actually have any of this, right? They can occasionally link to one or two people, but David Irving was a very respected historian, and he denied the Holocaust. Right? So we can look at the various things there, but
yeah. So again, your qualified authority isn't necessarily qualified to, you know, light their cigarettes.
Hitchens so he's made so first of all he's made an argument from the dictionary, and now he's made an argument from false authority. But then he goes on to...
Well, I don't know if he did that, okay? I mean, did he just say Christopher Hitchens thinks so, and therefore you should think so? Well, if he did that, that would be an argument from authority, I suppose, but or from popularity or from celebrity. But frankly, that works, right? I mean, the argument from celebrity is really, really a great argument. I mean, sadly, and isn't that part of, like, maybe we should just label the whole human fucking race asshole, retard. Yeah, retarded. Let's classify them as retarded. You know, because this is what they do. You know, the celebrity says so. I wouldn't mind some celebrity endorsements. I mean, frankly, because it works. Celebrity endorsements work. That these people are fucking crazy.
To do even something better. And he cites as an example of religious mental instability the Jim Jones suicide cult, the People's Temple. Now this is interesting for two reasons. Number one, the People's Temple, first of all, the People's Temple is not indicative of what all religious people are like. Right? It's a very small number of people. I think it's like 900 people.
Well, whatever. I think it is indicative of the mechanism, the sheep mechanism of most religions, right? You have these icons, you know, the preacher. You have this mechanism that has nothing to do with some group of people that get together and talk about what they believe in. It's a very hierarchical. You know, the authority will tell us, they'll give us the interpretation, because apparently we're too stupid to read the Bible and figure out what it says. You know, that kind of mechanism is existing. So it is a very sheeple mechanism that most religious people are caught up in. They're caught up in an organization that they're not running. Okay, they're definitely in their sheeple little pens.
Right. the Jim Jones suicide cult, the People's Temple, was not based on theism. It was based on communism.
Right. I know. So this is Jim Jones is more misunderstood than Jesus Christ. I mean, this is part of the irony, right? I mean, another proof of religion being preposterously insane is the fact that most Christians don't even know who Jesus Christ was. They don't know what he said. They don't know what he believed in. Okay, Jesus Christ wasn't even religious, pretty much, right? He was a fucking naturalist. All right, a back to naturalist. I mean, you know, couldn't be more of a communist. And these assholes are sitting there thinking he's the defender of their modern capitalist society. So isn't that evidence right there of a brain disorder of preposterous proportions, that they don't even know who their celebrity that they're fanatically in love with. They don't even know who the celebrity is. It's like they just know his name or his hair color. I mean, they haven't got anything else right about who their fucking icon is. So isn't that the fucking joke here? And yes, Jim Jones, next to Jesus Christ, Jim Jones is the most slandered human on earth, okay? I mean, nobody's gotten him right. So the fact that he would use Jim Jones as an example of a religious cult is just an example of the fact that the human race can't get anything right. And one of the reasons why the human race can't get anything right is because of the bigotry that's built into it, because it is fucking insane.
More to the point, Jim Jones was a fucking atheist. And in order to be part of the People's Temple, you had to be an atheist too.
Right. So again, but let's just be clear that most cults aren't based on atheism. Most cults aren't, you know, they have to get to survive, they have to pretend to be a religion, right? Because you have to be able to get your tax write-offs. So you have to pretend to be a religion to have a philosophical cult or group. You can't survive as a philosophical group. You can't have buildings and resources and all this other stuff because you'll fucking die of starvation because you'll have to pay too many taxes. So it's a social policy that has created this facade of the fake religion, like Mormons. Yeah, they're just child molesters, right?
Right? People assumed that it was some sort of a Christian cult, but it wasn't. Jim Jones himself admitted that he was basically trying to bring people round to atheism by using this cult. So you've used an atheist who had created a suicide cult based on communism.
Well, it wasn't a suicide cult, so even you're slandering him now. So what's the fucking point? He tried to create a life for people outside of this stupid religious world that the world had created, this hierarchy, this slave state, and he tried to give human beings dignity and a way of life that was based on some other principle than all this greed and theft and bullshit. All right, it wasn't a suicide cult. All right, but they knew that they were being chased by the predator. All right, and they had a suicide pill. Yeah, they had a suicide pact. When everything goes bad, this is our last resort, because we're not going to let them pick our bones. Okay, but they didn't go there to commit suicide, fucktard. It's not a suicide cult when you don't go there with the intention of committing suicide. They went there with the intention of creating civilization. And they got fucked over by a goddamn custody battle. They got fucked over because, you know, of a bunch of jackass Christians had to come over and fix things.
To prove that religion and theism is a mental disorder. Well done for doing a little...
Yeah, well done for doing exactly what 99% of most people did, which is believe the propaganda about Jim Jones. So yeah, he made the mistake that if I gave a survey out in this country, 99 out of 100 people will get all the questions wrong about Jim Jones. They won't get any of them right. Not any of them.
A little bit of fucking research there. But then he goes a little bit further, and this was the best bit. I was going to leave it there, right? But in the comment section of his video, he's just posted this. If anybody has any scientific evidence that proves the title of this video wrong, I'd like to read it. I'm serious.
Well, you know, what is the problem with doing that, right? Obliging people to say, look, this is how many times I'm consistent with the facts, okay? My brain works pretty good, okay? I can do 2 plus 2, I can do this, I can do that, I can, you know, giving some sort of evidence of credibility. And so all he's saying is here, if I'm going to make an accusation that your brain is incredible now, okay? It functions incredibly. Then what's the problem with you just defending yourself? Defend your faith. Defend the idea that you are going to believe fundamental philosophy, fundamental conclusions about reality, and you're going to believe it based on faith in an irrational, illogical concept that every single piece of evidence points to as being exactly that, just a story made up by human beings, an unreliable, incredible fantasy UFO story made up by human beings thousands of years ago. This faith is irrational and insane, and it isn't any kind of obligation for somebody to say, well, why don't you explain to me how that's intellectually and mentally credible? Should I say to you that I have faith that fucking Bugs Bunny, I believe it, I believe in you, Bugs Bunny, I believe you farted the universe. Alright, and if I go out into the world and I say that, do you think somebody's going to think I'm anything other than fucking insane? Honestly. If I walk down the street with a placard saying Bugs Bunny farted the universe, I believe it, I believe it. Come on. Fuck you. This is bullshit. Faith is idiotic. It's insane. It's an insane fucking concept. It's anti-intelligent. It's anti-reasonable.
3 words for you, Jack. Burden of proof. It lies on the person making the claim.
Well, look, if the people who are getting slandered, who are getting oppressed and abused by the accusation, don't have the guts to get on the fucking stand and say, no, you're fucking wrong, I didn't do it, okay? As an honest man, as an innocent man, I don't fear your accusations, okay? Because guess what? I will get on the stand and I will defend myself. So fuck this bullshit pussy nonsense that you don't have any obligation to defend what is an extraordinary fucking claim. You're extraordinarily claiming that you, through magic, picked the right silly story. I mean, from the 9 million indistinguishable, crazy, Bugs Bunny farted the universe, idiotic theories, you picked one, and you somehow know you picked the right one. And you're going to make that extraordinary claim, and now you're going to tell me, okay, that you're the one that doesn't have to provide some reason why I should think that's something other than fucking insane? Sorry. No sale.
And I find it hilarious that you sit there and demand scientific evidence from people who are disagreeing with you whilst providing none yourself. Right? You're making the claim, motherfucker.
No, they're making the claim, motherfucker. Let's be clear here, okay? It's their behavior first. They went out on the street with the placard. They're going out there changing laws. They're the ones telling me I have to respect their God, and they're beating me over the head with their fucking God. So don't tell me they're the passive, mind their own businessers, silly people, and I have no right to point my accusatory finger. No, they're in my fucking goddamn way, buddy. Okay, and they're procreating on this planet, and they're brainwashing their kids. So don't tell me these people don't have any goddamn obligations. Fuck that shit.
You provide the evidence. So let's have a look here. You claim theism and theists are suffering from a form of psychosis and it's a mental disorder. You have no fucking evidence to back up this.
Well, again, mental disorder. What I'm just saying, as soon as I could theoretically argue that you've disrupted logical process, corrupted it irrecoverably, that there's no way to recover logic once you inject it with fantasy fable stories, okay? Once you base your belief mechanism and accept nonsense and bullshit as truth, yes, you will not have logical function anymore. You won't have any fruitful product of that logic. It will be sterile, okay? You've broken its function, okay? It's just not going to produce knowledge and wisdom and coherent, sensible behavior anymore. It's going to create incoherent, nonsensical, crazy-ass bullshit behavior. Let's all pray. Let's all wish it away. Bullshit.
Claim you provide nothing. You make arguments from false authority and arguments from the dictionary. You use an example which doesn't actually argue your case, and in fact would be used as evidence to prove the opposite. And
how does it prove the opposite? Exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, the fact that Jim Jones was an atheist doesn't prove that atheism is crazy. Just proves that, you know, again, I don't even think you can prove Jim Jones was crazy. So again, it wasn't a suicide cult. I don't think they did anything preposterously irrational. So the whole slander of Jim Jones is just that, a slander.
then you sit there and demand that the people who disagree with you, or the people who reject your claim, need to provide evidence to disprove it. Who's the one acting like a theist here?
Okay, so now you ended with saying who's acting like a theist. So you're already conceding that theists have already an acting like reputation. That theists have already a dictionary definition that is motherfucking irrational crazy cunt. Right? Acting like a theist. That's acting like a theist. You just said it. So if I go look up theist, I should look under acting like in the dictionary under theist, acting like, and it's going to say fucktard, draconian, insane, crazy, bastard, fucking, do you believe in this Bible? Well, if you don't, I'm going to cut your head off. Crazy, authoritarian, murderous, fucktard. I mean, it's going to be all kinds of stuff like under acting like a theist. All right, and it's not going to be any, none of the stuff, none of the things that are going to be in the acting like a theist category are going to be good things. All of them are going to be bad things. So you've already conceded the point that if you want to fucking corrupt the behavior and destroy your credibility, the thing to do is be a fucking crazy theist. Crazy.
Good night, you bunch of cunts.
Yeah, well, fuck you too,
everybody,
buddy.
yeah.
Jeez, the sun has gone a little bit wrong. But anyway, you know, they all go a little black sheep on you. You know, you just can't control the whole thing. So, yeah, they do, you know, they have their periods. Periods? Yeah, see, a PMS. You could even do that, right? Is that a psychiatric disorder? Anyway. So, whatever. This is just a crap video. Sorry. This is crap. It's crap. It's a crap argument. I don't even know where the fuck it comes from. What's Conference Report? He posted a video response to this called Crazy and Queer. I guess I should watch that. I didn't know it was a response to this video. Maybe he just thinks it's somehow related. So let's see what else is in this category here. In Mendham. Oh, good. I get a video. I didn't know I had one. The book used is popular text used in. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. This might be the racist guy though. So I don't know. Somebody said some racist guy was defending me, which I don't need that. But it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll have to go watch that. So anyway, I really, you know, again, making technical descriptions here is really difficult. You're not going to often not going to find physical structure that creates syndromes like paranoia and schizophrenia. These are conditions. The condition I suffer from is a conditioned condition. Okay, a condition probably created more by environmental circumstances than any kind of physical structure. And I think it could be argued that the Stockholm syndrome of religion, the God scared me into it kind of bullshit, the parents scared me into it, I think it is a syndrome. I think this whole becoming dependent on the fable story to live by, the supernatural narrative. Oh, we're all Superman and we're kryptonite is evolution. You know, I mean, you know, you can come up with all kinds of metaphors to describe it, but the fact is, this is Puss in Boots bullshit. It's a silly story these religious people are living by. Their narrative is incoherent to reality, and it should be pointed out that that is catastrophic to appropriate brain function. You can't live in the fantasy world of Puss in Boots and then go to this world and act coherently. It just isn't going to work. Fuck. And such.